Don't do stuff. Be you because that's who you are. I'd rather you be Aiden. I'd rather you be Aiden. The same Aiden when no one's around. Be the same Aiden, right? When everybody's around, right? Y'all gotta stop y'all can't keep having two personas, man. You can't be two people. You definitely can't be two people when it comes to the game of basketball. So when coach watching, I wanna turn it on. I wanna show him I can play. But when coach ain't watching, I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna do, man, look. Choose who you wanna be. Make up your mind. I told y'all this morning, a lot of people are not successful. Why?
They're lazing around.
Because they didn't make up their mind. I get it, it is lazy. I explain, traits that they have and things about them, but they didn't make up their mind. Because guess what? Laziness is a choice, right? And some of y'all may not get this message now. Some of y'all sit around and y'all think life is funny. And the reason life is funny right now, because I've been y'all age before, the reason life was funny is because you don't have no responsibilities. And like I told y'all also yesterday, a lot of y'all wouldn't work hard if you wouldn't get nothing from it. Y'all always gotta get something from it. Well, if I work hard, can I get the new Kyries? You should wanna work hard because that's who you are. You should wanna work hard because guess what? I wanna be able to get my own self Kyries. Who would you be if you was dealt a different circumstance? If you didn't have the garage, you didn't have the upstairs, you didn't have everything in the house, the flat screens, right? What if you had the old floor model TV? What if you was drinking Kool-Aid and not real fruit punch? What if you was going through that? What if it was a process for everything, right? What if it's a process? Rather than buying the cake from the store, what if you had to make the cake? Rather than putting the dishes in the dishwasher, what if you had to wash them from the sink? Guess what that did for me? I had the wash machine, but not the dryer. So what I had to do? Hang them outside, right? I had the sink, I didn't have the dishwasher. You wash the dishes, right? Everything was a process. So guess what that process did for me? It built character. It built my character. And it didn't make me lazy. Guess what it did? I got tired of going through the process and I said, how can I make the process easier? How can you make the process easier? Work harder. How you gonna make your life easier? Work harder. How you gonna make it out? If I'm in a good neighborhood and my parents got a nice house, guess what I'm gonna say? I want better. Y'all not gonna see that. Because guess what? When you think you looking at your parents stuff like, I'm gonna always have this. That ain't yours, that's theirs. What are you gonna do? How you gonna create your legacy? And I tell y'all this every day because guess what? A lot of y'all looking at your parents' success and you think it's your success. That's not your success. How are you gonna say, this is what I did for myself when I grew up? How are you gonna set your foundation? Who are you? What's your identity? A lot of y'all don't understand it because y'all ain't dealt a different hand. I was dealt a different hand. My dad wasn't there waking me up in the morning. My dad wasn't around helping me get up. My dad wasn't helping me with homework. My dad wasn't taking me to the barber shop. My dad wasn't out there putting up shots with me, showing me what. My dad wasn't watching the NBA playoffs with me. We wasn't doing all of that. But guess what? That didn't stop me from dreaming. That didn't stop me from wanting better for myself. My grandma and mother, guess what they did for me? They gave me their best. That's all. And then when someone gives you your best, what you want to do for them in return?
Give them everything you got.
Exactly. And when y'all come in here, it's not a day I don't give y'all my best. It's not a day I sit around and I sit down. I don't sit in a chair. 8 hours, I'm up, standing. I just decided to sit down today. Why? Because I got an interview. Y'all know I don't sit down. We go 8 to 5. Do y'all see me just walking around eating Snickers? I'm focused on y'all. I'm calling y'all out. Because guess what? I know what it's like to separate yourself from the next player. And the only way you're gonna separate yourself from the next kid is your mentality and your mindset. And once you make up in your mind, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to be on top, you might not be number one, but you won't fall somewhere under the bracket if you do what you're supposed to do. So let's not, every time it should take somebody to motivate you when you step in the gym. Y'all think every time you step in the gym, somebody gotta give you a I have a dream speech to get you to play. Every time somebody step in the gym, you want them to constantly repeat yourself to make you work hard. When it gets to the point that nobody ain't gotta say nothing and you know that's just you a whole different animal. You a whole different animal. And when you get to the point that you stop wanting somebody to feel sorry for you, and you stop wanting somebody to acknowledge you, and you just get to the point, this is me, accept it or not, but you know what? You gotta respect my effort. You don't gotta be the best. I'm not looking for the best. I respect effort. You the best in my eyes if you give me your best effort. You the best in my eyes, and guess what? You give me your ears, the best ears to listen with. You the best in my eyes when I'm talking to you, you can make eye contact. And for my older guys, man, it's time to grow up, man. It's time to grow up. You only got about 2 or 3 more years of high school. And guess what? Real life is gonna hit you. And when that real life hits you, and you ain't playing this game with the purpose of going to play college basketball, I know a lot of friends that went into a depressed state and they started drinking, they started partying a lot, they started doing drugs. It's because guess what? You don't know your identity. You think basketball is it. So don't just think basketball, think life. Think if basketball don't work out, what else I am good at besides this? Because if you don't think like that, you're going to set yourself up for failure. So always know, if you want to be around this game, you can be a coach. You could be an assistant coach. They get paid great money and they ain't got to tear their body down. Stop just thinking, I got to make it to the league. The league does not define who I am. I'm able to inspire by waking up every day, coming in here, seeing y'all guys, right? Can't nobody take that from me. Can't nobody say, well, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't giving back. He ain't doing nothing from y'all. And I salute y'all and I respect y'all a lot because y'all could be doing something else with y'all time, especially my high school guys. Y'all could be right now ripping and running the street, chasing out the girls, partying the weekend, getting ready for 6. Y'all could be doing that, but y'all come in here every day, 8 a.m. to 5. Stay in the race, man. Stay in the race. It's going to pay off. Keep getting up in the morning. Keep giving your best. My younger guys, y'all could be playing Fortnite today. Y'all could. Y'all could be sitting up all on that game, just glued to the TV. But you're not. So, in this generation, I'm gonna give you one thing that I could tell you. If you work on your game and you learn to have discipline, if you could get away from that social media, if you could get away from that Fortnite, if you could get away those distractions, you're gonna go into a whole nother level. You're gonna go from great to average, from that average point to a great place, if you learn how to stop letting things distract you. All right? Now with that note, we about to go to lunch. I seen some of y'all, you wanna laugh, you wanna giggle, you think it's funny. In a few years from now, you might not hear my voice now good, but maybe when you're going through something, you're gonna hear my voice later on in life. So laugh while you can, it's okay. But the reason I'm so serious is because guess what? I didn't have a childhood. I didn't have a normal childhood. It was more frowns. I had a more frown on my face than smile. All right? What are you crying about? What's wrong? Thinking about something? Dad, come here.
You okay?
Yo, this is a serious moment, man. I don't think y'all know. Y'all don't know his story. You know his story, right? I'm trying to tell y'all life real. It's real, man. And he not just crying just to be crying. And I don't want to share this information, but Kieran lost his father. And he holds a special place in my heart. I don't just have him in this gym just to have him here. He's here because of what we're talking about, man. We're not just in here just cause, man. We need each other. Don't take that for granted. He didn't just start crying just to be crying. So for y'all that sit around here and take things for granted, y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop taking things for granted. Cause he's one of my youngest ones in here, man. And let me tell you something. For him to share that tear right there at that moment, that explains how strong he is. It take a real man to cry. So look, y'all don't know what we be going through in here. Y'all don't know what each of us be going through in here, man. And y'all be sitting around playing and picking on people. And y'all don't know their story. So we need to start embracing each other more. Y'all don't know what people be going through. Y'all don't know what somebody be feeling. All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's have lunch, man. We wrap it up. Beyond Basketball on 3. And everybody give Kieran a hug, man. 1, 2, 3.
Beyond Basketball.
Let's go. All right. Let's go. Let's eat.